Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video. Today we're going to be looking at Viking Vengeance, which is a top-down RPG not dissimilar to games like Path of Exile and Diablo. It is a lot slower paced than those two games, though, I will say that for nothing. The soundtrack is very good when it's on. It doesn't tend to play in the game, which is a bit weird. And the default options are a bit strange as well. It starts the game in 720p. And it starts with some options on, some options off, and it's got the habit, as I recently just discovered, of changing them back without you saying so. So when I started the game up for the first time, put it into 720p, it had the motion blur off but the camera shake on. Changed all that, loaded up the game again, and it put both camera shake and motion blur back on. So it is worthwhile maybe checking that a couple of times when you first log into the game. Settings themselves are not too bad. You've got full keybinds, you've got your audio sliders, and then you've got your graphics settings. Now you've got your presets here, go all the way up to ultra. Doesn't seem to be that graphically intensive at all whatsoever, which is nice. The art style is interesting to say the least. But let's jump into the game and see what it's all about, and I'll give you my thoughts on it as well. Alright then, here it is. This is the game. Now, a couple of things I want to mention. First of all, the load menu, or the menu to choose which load option you want, is a bit too much. There's too many screens, too many options. You have to click the load screen button, which takes you into another menu, which you've got to wait for it to load. Then you choose your load in-game, and then you've got to wait for it to load again to actually get into the game. The other thing that I want to point out is that it seems to start me off here and keeps giving me the same items again, even though I've already saved it. And I don't know if that's a bug or if that is intended. The other thing is, I had a bug earlier where it loaded up some lore like that, and then I couldn't click off it, so I had to start the game again. But because you've only got certain load points at bonfires or, you know, different parts in the story, I lost all my progress, so I've got to basically do it again. That's not ideal. Now, that was a bug, and I don't think it will happen very often, but it does mean that I've got to go through all the tutorial tips and everything again. You can hit the objects, you can go and find the objects, and that actually demonstrates another issue I've got with the game, in that the movement is a bit lackluster. It's to be desired. It's got this feature where you can just hold down the mouse button, and your character will move wherever you want him to go, but he gets stuck on objects. So I have to walk around, like physically walk him around the place I want him to go. Instead of just clicking and holding where I want him to go, he'll get stuck on an object. So I have to walk him around the rock. For example, I could hit here, look, and he doesn't want to go around the rock. Whereas if I walk him round, then he will. So that's not ideal. The level up system, again, the main thing that I'm getting from all this is that it is too many clicks for a lot of things, right? Too many clicks for whatever you want to do. Like the load up screen, it's like press central and then go into the thing and then click the one you want. It seems it's just too many. It's just too many clicks for what you want. The next thing is, I know that this is only starting, but it seems very, very, very slow paced. I don't know what it's like if you raise the difficulty. If you even can raise the difficulty, but it seems a little bit too simplistic and a bit too easy. You only get 1 or 2 enemies at a time. I don't know how the damage is going to scale as you go through the game. Hopefully it gets a bit harder, a bit more difficult, but at the minute it really doesn't seem to be doing, which is a bit of a shame, because a lot of the people that play these sorts of games like it to be quite difficult. There is like finishers and different moves you can do, but I mean, there doesn't really seem to be much point. The other thing that seems to be a bit of a bug is whenever I kill somebody or whenever I hit them, I can't move again without doing another hit. There's always an extra hit. That's new. Why am I taking damage from that? I'm now on fire. Cool. Awesome. But yeah, so whenever I finish killing an enemy, I've got to hit the enemy again. or hit nothing before it'll allow me to move, because your left click is your attack as well as your move button. Also, to be able to quick attack, you've got to hit the shift key. Again, it just, like there, like everything just seems like it's just one too many. It's trying to do too many things whilst not doing anything at all. But these are just minor issues that can be resolved. A couple of the good things is that you have got a quick gather feature. You can gather all the loot up in one foul swoop just by pressing the B key, which is quite nice. But at the same time, you have to... I died. I died because world is a thing. But yeah, so... Oh my god. Yeah, it just, like, instead of having to click on what you want to, like, get, why can't you just walk over it? Why again do you have to click to get that benefit? It seems a little bit odd to me. Honestly, it just walk over it like you do in every other game. Just walk over it and collect it that way. Am I dying? Am I dead? Did I die again? What's going on? I don't understand. Game's crashed. Yeah, it's not... It's a bit buggy, friends. It's a bit buggy. So the game's crashed again. So I apparently died without dying. Which means I've got to restart the game. So that's 2 crashes in as many minutes, almost. Not hugely amazing. So I would say maybe wait a little bit before buying this game, because it likes to do the whole crashing thing, which is not amazing. Other than that, good base. It's a good base for a game, but it needs a lot of ironing out. It needs a bit more fine-tuning. It needs polish. That's what it's lacking. It's lacking polish. The voice acting, however, is very good. The soundtrack, like I say, when there is a soundtrack, it's amazing. But when you're in the game, it tends to just mute all music. So you're just walking through with no music. I don't know whether that's to try and add atmosphere or whatever. But yeah. So overall, not overly impressed. But I've seen worse. But there you are, guys. That is my review of Viking Vengeance. Feel free to check it out. It came out on the 8th of this month. Feel free to go and give it a look. If you like a slower paced and much more casual sort of Diablo-esque game, this will be the game for you. Hopefully they get the bugs fixed out. Maybe they might do a patch and sort of fine tune everything. Who knows? Check it out. It's on Steam, guys. This is Viking Vengeance. Thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Give it a thumbs up. And I shall see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Ciao, ciao.